Welcome back. So we are in exercise 3.2 and this is the first question and the first subdivision in it. So the question says there are 10 students in a class who are taking part of the math quiz and the number of girls taking part is 4 more than the number of boys. So the first thing is I take the number of boys as x and the number of girls as y. So according to the question, totally there are 10 students. So boys plus girls will be 10. So this forms your first equation. Then they say girls are 4 more than the boys. So girls I have taken as y. So y is equal to 4 plus x. So when I rearrange this equation to a standard form, I get minus x plus y is equal to 4. This is my second equation. And since we have to solve this graphically, I have taken the first equation and I have framed the table. From here I have isolated x and took y to the other side. So my x is 10 minus y. So when I substitute 5, 6 and 7 for y, I get 5, 4 and 3 for my x. So first I have 3 points for my first equation. Now I go to the second equation, which is y is equal to 4 plus x, and I am substituting different values of x to obtain the other values of y. So I have substituted minus 2, minus 1 and 0, and I have got 2, 3 and 4 as the corresponding y values. So when I try to plot these two in a graph, the first one 5, 5 which is here, then 4, 6 is this point, then 3, 7 is this point. So this line corresponds to the first equation. Then we have minus 2, 2 which is here, then minus 1, 3 which is here, then 0, 4 which is here. So these 3 points corresponds to the second equation. When I try to connect a line passing through that and extend it further, I see these two lines will intersect at a point, and they are intersecting at when x is 3 and y is 7. Therefore, I get x is 3 which is the number of boys, y is equal to 7 which is the number of girls as the solution. So since also we can also check for the consistency condition here, you see that a1 by a2 will not be equal to b1 by b2. That's why you are getting a unique solution. That is an intersecting line in your graph. So this is the second subdivision of the first question. So in this question they have told pencils and pens are bought in combination for some price. So the first thing that we have to assume is the cost of one pencil is x rupees and one pen is y rupees. So according to the question, they buy 5 pencils and 7 pens for a cost of 50 rupees, and they buy 7 pencils and 5 pens for a cost of 46 rupees. So we have framed these two equations from the given situation. So since we have to solve it graphically, first I am taking the first equation, which is 5x is equal to 50 minus 7y. Then from that I get x is equal to 50 minus 7y by 5. And I have framed a table and I have chosen 3 different values of y. I have taken 0, 5 and 10 because when I substitute 0, 5 and 10 in this place, this term will be exactly divisible and I will get a proper value for x. Why I am avoiding the other numbers are because if I am substituting some other value where I don't get a proper value for x, it will be difficult to plot it on the graph. So it's better always we take the values of the independent variable such that it gives a proper number for the dependent variable. So here when I substitute 0 I get 10, when I substitute 5 I get 3, when I substitute 10 I get minus 4. Similarly, we go to the second equation, which is 7x plus 5y equal to 46. In this again I isolate x, I get 46 minus 5y equal divided by 7. So here again I substitute 3 different values of y for the same reasons. Minus 2, 5 and 12 are taken. I get the value of x as 8, 3 and minus 2 respectively. So now I am trying to plot this in the graph sheet. So first let's plot these points. So 10, 0 is here. Then 3, 5 which is here, then minus 4, 10 which is here. So this connects the first equation. Next we have 8, minus 2 which is here, then 3, 5 which is here, and minus 2, 12 which is here. So this will be connecting the second equation. So when I try to look into both the graphs, I see the graph intersects at a point, and it's also evident from the value that when x is 3, y is 5. Here also when x is 3, y is 5. So those are the points which is shared by both the equations. So I will be getting my x value as 3 and y value of 5, which means the cost of a pencil is 3 rupees and for the pen it is 5 rupees. So that is how we get the solution for this problem. So this is the second question, and in this question they have asked us to identify the type of graph that we will get for the given equation so that we can directly obtain using the consistency condition. So the first question is 5x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0, 7x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0. When I find a1 by a2, it's 5 by 7, b1 by b2 is minus 2 by 3. So it's clear that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So for this condition, it means it is unique solution. So for a unique solution, the graph would be an intersecting line. Then for the second question, it is 9x plus 3y plus 12 equal to 0, 18x plus 6y plus 24 equal to 0. In this, when I find a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, I see that everything get reduced to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So all the three ratios are equal. When all three ratios are equal, it means infinitely many solution. When it is infinitely many solution, graphically it will be a coincident line. A line will overlap the other line. And the third one, which is 6x minus 3y plus 10, then 2x minus y plus 9. So these are the two equations. Here I find a1 by a2, which is 3 by 1, b1 by b2 is also 3 by 1, but c1 by c2 is 10 by 9. So here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Therefore, this is the situation for no solution, and in no solution the graph would be parallel lines. So this is the third question. So before going to the third question, let's just have a recap of what we did earlier. So when you find a solution for the linear equation, there are two possibilities as I told. It will be either consistent or inconsistent. In consistency, you have two conditions, unique and many. In inconsistent, it is only one, which is no solution. So in this question, they have asked you to identify whether the given set of equations is consistent or inconsistent. So first let's take the first one, 3x plus 2y equal to 5, 2x minus 3y equal to 7. When I find a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, they are not equal to each other. When they are not equal, we know it is unique solution. When you have a unique solution, it means the system is consistent. Therefore, the first set of equations is a consistent equation. Next, we go to the second one, which is 2x minus 3y equal to 8, 4x minus 6y equal to 9. a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 I am trying to find. I see that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and it's not equal to c1 by c2. So when this condition is true, it means no solution. No solution is inconsistent. Therefore, this system is inconsistent. We can move to the third one, which is 3 by 2x plus 5 by 3y equal to 7, 9x minus 10y equal to 14. So when I try to find a1 by a2, I get 1 by 6, b1 by b2 is minus 1 by 6. So a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Again, unique solution which is consistent. The fourth one, 5x minus 3y equal to 11, minus 10x plus 6y equal to minus 22. So a1 by a2 is minus 1 by 2, b1 by b2 is also minus 1 by 2, c1 by c2 is also minus 1 by 2. So a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2, which is many solution, which comes under the category of consistent. Then we go to the fifth and last one. We have 4 by 3x plus 2y equal to 8, 2x plus 3y equal to 12. I find a1 by a2, it is nothing but 2 by 3, then b1 by b2 is also 2 by 3, then I see that c1 by c2 is also 2 by 3. So a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So when all the three are equal, it is infinitely many solution and it forms under the condition of consistency. Therefore, the fifth set of equation is consistent. So this is the fourth question, first subdivision. They are given a set of equation and asked you to solve it graphically. So the first equation is x plus y equal to 5. The second one is 2x plus 2y equal to 10. So when I find a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, I see that all the three of them are equal, which is equal to 1 by 2. So this is a condition for infinitely many solution. So we have already discussed, when you have infinitely many solution in graphical method, one equation will reduce to the other equation. So it is enough to frame the table just for one equation. So I have taken the first equation, I have obtained x as 5 minus y, and I substituted y as 1, 2 and 3 and obtained the corresponding values of x, which is 4, 3 and 2. So this is the first equation table. Just to clarify, I have done the second equation also, and when I see the second equation, this can be reduced to this form by dividing it by 2. So I will get the same x is equal to 5 minus y, which will represent the same table again. So these two are same, so it's enough to get one table. So I have plotted that on a graph sheet, and here we have got 1, 4, 1, 3, 2 and 2, 3. So this is the line that is representing both of these equations. So any point in this line will be a solution to the equation. This is the second question. So here we have x minus y equal to 8, 3x minus 3y equal to 16. So I am checking the consistency condition. It's 1 by 3 for a1 by a2, 1 by 3 for b1 by b2, and c1 by c2 is 1 by 2. So we see that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. So this is a no solution case, and the question specifies that only if the given equation is consistent, you need to solve it graphically. So we are going to stop this solution here, saying this equation has no solution. This is the third question. We have 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0 and 4x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. I am writing it in the standard form by taking the constants to the other side and marked as equation 1 and 2. I found a1 by a2, b1 by b2. They both are not equal because this is 1 by 2 and this is minus 1 by 2. So since a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, this is going to give you a unique solution. So the graph is going to be an intersecting line. So first equation I've taken 2x plus y equal to 6, and I've got y is equal to 6 minus 2x. And I filled the table. I took 2, 3, 4 for x, and I got 2, 0, minus 2 for y corresponding to those x values. So this is my first table. Then I'm taking the second equation, which is 4x minus 2y equal to 4, and this equation can be divided by 2 because you have 4, 2 and 4 as the coefficients. So the equation reduces to 2x minus y equal to 2, and I am taking out y here. So when I take 2x to the other side, I get minus 2x, and I do not need a negative variable yet. So I change it to positive y by swapping these two. So 2x will become positive and positive 2 will become negative. Now using this as my standard, I am finding out different values of y for the different values I have chosen for x, which is 1, 2 and 3. So now I have got both the points. I am trying to plot this on a graph. For first I get 2, 2, which is here, then 3, 0 point is here, then 4, minus 2 is here. I am connecting this. So this line represents the first equation. Then the second equation is 1, 0 over here, 2, 2 which is here, and 3, 4 which is here, and this line represents the second equation. And when you see, you have this value 2, 2 in this and as well as in this. So that is a point where they are going to intersect. So if you see the graph also, that point is common in both of them. So x value is 2 and y value is also 2. So we solve it graphically and we find x is equal to 2 and y is also equal to 2. So this is the last subdivision and fourth question. We have 2x minus 2y minus 2 equal to 0, 4x minus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. I am taking the constant terms to the other side and making 2x minus 2y equal to 2 as the first equation, 4x minus 4y equal to 5 as the second equation. So when I find the consistency condition, a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, b1 by b2 is also 1 by 2. But when I find c1 by c2, it's 2 by 5. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2, which is the condition for inconsistency, and hence the system has no solution. So we are not solving this graphically because we will get parallel lines for this. Question 5. So in this question it says a rectangular garden is there with some information given in the question. So first we are assuming the length of the garden be x meters and width be y meters. The condition given is half perimeter is 36. So we know the perimeter is 2 times length plus breadth. Since this is a half perimeter, we divide it by 2, so we get just x plus y, because x is the length and y is the breadth. So when I add x plus y, the answer is 36, so that becomes my first equation. And the other condition is the length is 4 more than the breadth. So x is equal to 4 plus y. So when I rearrange this, x minus y equal to 4. So this is my second equation. I am checking the consistency case, a1 by a2, b1 by b2. I am seeing that a1 by a2 is 1 by 1, b1 by b2 is minus 1 by 1. So they are not equal, which will result in a unique solution. I have taken the first equation, x plus y equal to 36, and I took x, y to the other side, and I substituted different values of y in order to get the corresponding values of x. So I have got this table. Then I have taken the second equation, which is x is equal to 4 plus y, and I have substituted 3 different values of y and obtained the corresponding values of x. So now I am trying to plot that in a graph sheet. The first value is 4, 32. 4, 32 is here. Then it's 0, 36, which is this point. Then we have minus 4, 40, which is here. And when you go to the next equation, you have 8, 4. 8, 4 is here. And 12, 8. And the last one is 16, 12. So when I connect these two lines and extend them, and the scale I have taken here is 4 units, because my values are quite bigger, so I will not be able to accommodate in a graph if I take 1 unit. So when I extend both the lines, I see they intersect at a point. The point of intersection is 20 in the x-axis and 16 in the y-axis. So x corresponds to the length and y corresponds to the width. So the garden is 20 meters long and 16 meters wide. So that is the solution that we obtain. On to the sixth question. So this question, they are given one equation and I've asked you to find the other equation for which it will have different types of lines that you get in a graph. So the first equation that's given to us is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0, and our idea is to find out another equation so that it will be satisfying these three conditions. So we already know a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 is one equation which is already given to us. we are supposed to find a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, which will give you these combinations of answers. So first to start with, we'll go with intersecting lines. We know for an intersecting lines, the condition is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So already the first equation is given, which is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0. I am trying to find out another equation such that I will be able to satisfy this condition. So I am giving a random number. I have taken 3x plus 5y minus 10 equal to 0 as my second equation. And when I try to find a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, I see that 2 by 3 which is not equal to 3 by 5. So this set of equation will satisfy intersecting line condition. So next, moving on to the second one, which is parallel lines. So we already know for parallel lines, that means it has a no solution. So already the given equation is written, and I have written a second equation such that this condition is getting satisfied, which is a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. So I have taken 2x, 3y, the same variables, and this is minus 8, I am taking it as minus 7. So that 1 by 1 will be equal to 1 by 1 will not be equal to 8 by 7. So this condition is satisfied. Therefore, this is an example for parallel line condition. Next, we move on to the last one, which is coincident line, otherwise infinitely many solution type, where your a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So our equation given is 2x plus 3y minus 8, which I have written. And in order to make a condition of this kind, I just multiply the first equation with 2. So I get 4x plus 6y minus 16. So when I take the ratio of all of them, they will be 1 by 2 equals 1 by 2 equals 1 by 2. So this equation will have a coincident line condition in the graph. The seventh and the last question of exercise 3.2. So here they have given two equations and they have asked you to solve it graphically. After solving it, you are supposed to obtain the triangle that you get in the graph and the vertices of the triangle. So first they have given the two equations, I have written them here, x minus y equal to minus 1, 3x plus 2y equal to 12. So from the first equation, I have obtained this table where I have taken y to the other side. So my x is minus 1 plus y. I have taken y values 2, 3 and 4 and the corresponding x values are 1, 2 and 3 when I substitute it here. So I have got three sets of points here. And now moving on to the second equation, I have 3x plus 2y equal to 12. I took 2y to the other side and took 3 to the denominator. So I have x is equal to x is equal to 12 minus 2y by 3. On substituting 0, 3 and 6 for y, I got x values as 4, 2 and 0 respectively. The idea of picking up this is, as I told you earlier, we take the independent variable in such a way that the dependent variable is always a perfect number so that it is easy to plot on a graph. So now we will try to represent the first set of line in the graph. It is 1, 2. The first point is here. Then 2, 3 which is here and 3, 4 which is here. So this line corresponds to the first equation. Now moving on to the second set of points, we have 4, 0 which is here and 2, 3 which is here and 0, 6 over here. So when I connect these 3 points, I get the line for the second equation. So I see that this, as we have seen here a1 by a2 is 1 by 3 which is not equal to minus 1 by 2. So therefore it must intersect at a point which is happening here. Now we have to get the triangle as mentioned in the question. So this is the triangle that is formed with the x-axis. So x-axis is taken as the base and this is the triangle so formed, and the coordinates over here it is minus 1, 0 this point, and this point is already a part of graph which is 4, 0, and this apex is also a part of graph which is 2, 3. So this is the required triangle that we have to obtain when we solve these two equations which is made with the x-axis. Thank you.